So for more than 100 years, Parisians have been prohibited from swimming in the Seine River until now. The efforts have been put to cleaning up the water before the 2024 Summer Olympics. And starting today, 3 designated sites along the riverbanks will accommodate for 1,000 swimmers daily. CBC News science and climate specialist Darius Mahdavi is going to explain to us how this happened. You know, I lived in Paris for one summer.
Oh, no way.
And walking up and down those bridges over the Seine was some of my favorite memories, but you definitely could not swim in the river at the time. So how did they do this?
Well, like you said, 1923, they banned swimming in the Seine, although it would have been ill-advised well before that. I mean, for centuries, you had garbage, you threw it in the Seine. You had an animal carcass, you threw it in the Seine. You had human waste, you threw it in the Seine.
Those love locks, you threw it in the Seine.
Yes. Lots and lots of things going into this river. And for a long time, that was a really big problem. Since the 1800s, sewage was intentionally put into the Seine. Many houses and houseboats had their sewage going directly into the water without even hitting the sewer system. So this was an intentional design decision because they were trying to clean up the city. And at the time, that helped. You know, it improved sanitation as long as you didn't go in the Seine. Then they had all these projects that, again, involved actively making it so that if there was overflow, if there was a big rain event, all that waste would end up going in the river rather than coming back up into the city. So intentional design decision. Then in just in the last few years, they decided maybe this isn't the best idea. Work has been going on since they've been thinking about it at least since the 90s. They've been actively working this project for a decade. 1.4 billion euros spent in that time. That's $2.2 billion Canadian invested into cleaning up this river. And what you can see here is part of those efforts. Not only did they connect many of those houses and houseboats that were dumping waste directly into the Seine to the sewage system so it can go to wastewater treatment plants, but they also built this massive cistern, this basically reservoir that can hold 20 Olympic swimming pools of water. So when they have one of these big rain events, that water can be stored, and rather than causing wastewater to overflow into the river, it gets stored here until it can eventually go for treatment.
Well, I know my answer in a heartbeat, but would you swim in it?
I'm going to give it a hard maybe.
Really?
Before I say why, let's hear your answer.
I mean, it's so beautiful already to walk up and down those bridges and to just be around that environment. I can't even imagine what it would be like to just jump right into the water. Plus the photo op would be great.
So it's a yes.
Yes.
It's a hard yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, a lot of people are right there with you. We've seen a lot of people in the water already. They're doing regular testing to make sure this water is swimmable. It meets European regulations, which are very strict in terms of water quality. Some scientists have raised concerns that the official testing method they're using may undercount the bacteria, which is not great, but officials say that it is safe to swim in. Another thing to note is that it depends on the day, right? They have been, last year, during the Summer Olympics, there were 7 out of 10 days, they said, were safe to swim in. This year, they said it's gotten a lot better. They only had 2 days so far this season they said would have been unsafe. One, because of a massive rain event that caused some flooding in the city, and one, because of pollution from boats. So, if you're willing to, make sure to check the schedule before you go in, odds are you can get in pretty safely. There were reports last year of some competitors in the Olympic triathlon who got sick after swimming in the river. No confirmation that there is a link, but I'm just going to throw that out there that that was a consideration. But still,
okay, Mr. Safety, you're ruining it for me now, but I'm still a hard yes. I mean, it's such a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Thank you so much for that, Darius.
Thank you.